Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, bringing you another LoR video. Today I'm bringing you a combination that was suggested by me by one of my viewers. His name is Davo. He's actually been playing this deck all the way to high ranking in Americas. I think last time I saw him, he was like top 20. And he passed the 600 LP threshold playing Jayce Lutz. So Jayce Lutz plays like another Demacia midrange deck. So think of like the Pantheon decks or the Action Silver decks, although with a different twist, because obviously you're playing Jayce and Lutz that give you other form of removals and other form of value that you don't get with those two other decks, right? So in this deck, it's going to be pretty straightforward if you're familiar with Jayce decks or Lutz decks. So if we start from the bottom up, and the reason I'm doing for this is obviously the 6 cut spells are the most important parts of this deck. We're running 2 Shock Blasts, 3 Assembly Lines, 1 back-to-back. And again, this list is from Davo. And trusting him, and this he sent me this list was about a week and a half ago, maybe almost 2 weeks, so it might be a little bit outdated to what he does now, but I trust his judgment because of how many hours he's putting to this deck. So he does a 3-2-1 breakdown of these 3 spells. Assembly Line is very important because it allows you to go super wide, allowing you to put a lot of pressure on the opponent. Shock Blast obviously is a great way to remove the opponent's units, and back-to-back is kind of like a clutch way to save your units if you need to. We run 1 Radiant Guardian to be able to kind of survive against some of the aggro matchups. Obviously, Lutz is a key part of the deck. If she levels up, it gives you a lot of removal. Consider Strike, a way to remove opponent's units, especially if you're going against another Pantheon, against Pantheon deck. It's a way to be able to kill Pantheon or the White Flame. Obviously, it's a way to kill Vega or Senna. It kind of gives you a lot of options here for removal. Triple Jayce as well. Jayce levels up here really quickly because of the 6 cut spells that we have. 1 Golden Aegis, and we play 1 Golden Aegis as a way to improve our matchup against control, to be able to surprise them and be able to just rally when they least expect it. The effective swap bot is one that I'm not sure about that is doing the deck here. Davo had it on his list, so I'm kind of trusting him a little bit with it. But I can see how it can be useful. I guess it could be useful against stuff like a big White Flame or a big Pantheon where you can swap the stats with the unit. It actually almost came useful for me against like a Darius before. So I can see how it can be useful. Bargain Surgeon, not only is it a great blocker with 3-4, but it also gives you access to another 6 cut spell called for Demacia, which can put a lot of pressure on the opponent because as we talked about, you kind of go really wild with the Assembly Line. And then the rest of the cards are going to be pretty standard Demacia cards, right? So 2 single combats again to allow you to remove stuff. Triple Sharpshot that you see in every single Demacia deck. 3 Mystic Shot as a way to remove targets. So obviously we're running PNC, and it also can be a little bit tricky because you can use it to also just burn your opponent down if you get them low enough. The Persuader is able to be triggered pretty easily because of how many 6 cut spells you have, and he gets the Challenger plus the stats, which make it really useful. We have the Brassy Protector, which can be combined with the Fleet Feather or the Persuader, or even the Challenge from Jayce to be able to get a favorable trade in your favor. Financier gives us access to more 6 cut spells. From Demacia, some of them can be really useful, as well from PNC, although, some of them can be not so useful. But yeah, you have Jolting Spirit, Progress State, Judgment, that can all be really good. True Sugar Rash can be good sometimes. Onivation can be good. Shock Blast is amazing, right? So a lot of this stuff. Another back-to-back is also good, or Assembly Line tends to be my go-to target a lot of the times. And then lastly, just 2 Thermal for removal. So yeah, so the deck plays like a mid-range deck where you kind of play it slow, try to remove and block as you can, try to do some ship damage in there if you can, and then try to finish up by leveling up your champions and kind of just getting a lot of value trades and a lot of value from a lot of your spells and your units. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll see you at the end of the video. So in this match, we're going to be going up against Spider Aggro. So, wow, Radiant Guardians feels so good in this matchup now. If we can summon the Radiant Guardian, I don't see how he wins. The Financier can give me an early blocker. Sharpshot can protect us against like a Skittler. I really like this hand. He might be a little bit greedy though. Okay. Because I was thinking I probably don't have time to summon the Assembly Line before I take way too much damage. So I'm thinking that definitely if he yeah. I'm gonna Mystic Shot this every time. No reason to take the free 3 damage if we don't need to. Um, Is this better so that next time we can do the assembly line? I think it's a consideration that the Financier is better so that we can prep for an assembly line. I like the Shock Blast. If we're able to remove the units, that ends up being really good for us. So next time we have two things. We can do assembly line or we can do Shock Blast and remove his stuff. Okay, so stuck in shadow. So this, he's almost not doing anything this time, right? All we have to worry about is a Frenzy Skittler dealing, like putting our workers below 3 attack. And as long as that's not the case, I think we're fine. So we just need to play around the Skittler. So we have 6 mana here, which means that we can do either one of these.
No one's the wiser.
I'm okay taking that damage. Yep. Because he's gonna just do the Onlooker here. Problem is that he's gonna have a second Onlooker. So because he's gonna have a second Onlooker, I think the assembly line is gonna be better. Like almost possibly I can put him on having a second Onlooker, which means that we need to have a second Pearson. There we go. He might have 3 of them, yeah. But at least we only take 5 now. And we kill his whole board. So we block like this, like this, like this. So that's why I didn't want to commit the Shock Blast. Because I figured he was going to go full on fearsome on that turn. Here we have enough mana to play the Persuader. But first we're going to start with the Surgeon. So the reason we start with the Surgeon is to see if he plays anything that we can drag for free with the Persuader. And he does. So here he ends up grabbing the Fearsome, which means that we can go ahead and grab the Demolitionist for free. Okay, Fervor. Playing around Fervor could have been smart by keeping the single combat. But it was either we kill the attacker or we take the 2 damage next turn anyways. Now Skittler here will be annoying. We're still okay because we have single combat and we have a fearsome blocker. I like Sharp Sight better to play around a Fervor. Because now we can single combat whatever he does to Fervor. There's also a consideration that a turn there would have been better off if we just did the Radiant Guardian, but I think he's fine doing it this way. He's down to 1 card. And we're still at 10 HP, so I think we're completely fine here. Radiant Guardian would have been okay. I guess Radiant Guardian could have been okay as well, right? Either way, I think we win that game. But yeah, GG's. So in this match, we're going to be going up against Anivia. Now, we do run 1 rally. But I don't see how that's going to be enough to be able to deal with the Anivia. I like the assembly line because he allows us to go wide. And I definitely like the background surgeon because he gives us the 4 Demacia to be able to continue to be able to actually go super wide, right? And we got the rally. So there's a chance that if we ever get 10 mana, we can do 4 Demacia and the rally. The chances of that actually being successful though are kind of like almost 0, I would think, no? I like the assembly line next turn. If he just passes. Because he summons 2 units. While doing the Surgeon only summons 1 unit, right? So I like doing this. We can get punished by a bots. So the bots is a big punish here. Does he have it? And if he passes, are we supposed to actually pass back? I'm gonna pass back. I want to play around the bots. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna pass back again. Save our mana. If he doesn't want to do anything, that's okay with me. We can do the Surgeon here, so single Avalanche doesn't kill this anymore. We can go ahead with Persuader so that we can get this for free. We still hit him for 9. I guess he could have an Avalanche and kill this next turn. If he passes next turn, we just pass right back. I guess this is now vulnerable to This is not vulnerable to an Anivia. But if he does Anivia, we just rally and win, no? Eight mana is not enough for me to be scared. Wow. That has to be a rally, right? And I like doing the rally on the Persuader to force him to have a Battle Fizz here. So he doesn't have the Battle Fizz. So this was like a Battle Fizz check, right? So either he had the Battle Fizz there or he didn't. Obviously, it just looks like he didn't. So we can go ahead and go wide, I think. I think we go as wide as possible. The question is it actually worth it to... Because it's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 exactly. I like the progress day. Yeah, that's exactly equal. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 with a finish here. Yeah, so we ended up, Riley ended up punishing, and the opponent got really greedy with his mana and how they spend their mana. So yeah, GG's. So in this match, we're going to be going up against GP Sejuani. So that's an interesting deck that I think we should do okay versus it, no? Single combat might be important, but not right now. I like keeping the Lutz because I think I need to be able to start removing his units. So I like keeping the Lutz and having the Shock Blast as a backup. We have Mystic Shots to deal with his stuff. Unfortunately, we don't get our 1-drop. So let's hope he doesn't get a 1-drop either. Of course, they always do. So unfortunately for us, they had their 1-drop and we didn't have ours. We pass and we drew the Fleet Feather a little bit too late. Alright. So he does this, which makes me feel okay to do the Fleet Feather. I'm okay attacking with the Fleet Feather. We just get a Mystic Shot. If he open attacks, we just Mystic Shot the Croaker. So here, he's gonna get baited to open attacking. So that he doesn't get countered by, you know, me summoning a unit. The problem is that we can just Mystic Shot the Croaker, right? Or the problem that he's gonna have at least. And the reason that I attack with the Fleet Feather there is because he can always die to like a Parley or a Make It Rain. So I think it was actually worth it to get that trade. And here we do this, and now his GP and Sejuani level up is a little bit delayed, right? So now he loses that. We don't need to summon anything right now. Let's see what he does first. Of course, he ends up having the Monkey Idol. So he ends up kind of just bringing him right back to leveling up his champions pretty quickly. Maybe he's thinking that he needs to do a warning shot here. I don't think that would be ideal for him, so he didn't do it. No reason to do anything right now. He can always Mystic Shot if he summons like the elusive unit, right? I like doing the Lutz Nuts turn. I also like doing the Mystic Shot on this. That's one damage. That's an extra damage that we save. We have nothing else to use our mana on, so I'm okay doing that Mystic Shot. 2 Monkey Idols. Okay, that's a little bit annoying though. The problem with the Monkey Idols is that he can get 4, 6 damage on us now. Unless we literally block with the Persuader. Is it correct to actually block with the Persuader? What if he actually is? What if blocking with Persuader is correct? Just so that we don't take that much damage. Because we're still taking another 3 damage guarantee here. Ooh, him nabbing from us is actually pretty big for him. Because there's a lot of good cards here, right? We play Concerted Strike, Single Combats, the Shock Blast. There's a lot of great cards that he could use here to kind of stop us. I like doing this and leveling this up and then just targeting that with the laser. If he passes, we pass back and just burn the mana. So he might get greedy thinking that we want a laser, and it's true, we do want a laser. But he might get greedy and not wanna summon his stuff. Oh, he got a Persuader. Okay, so he could still have the GP, right? He still could have the GP. I guess we could summon the Dark Insurgent. We don't need to actually we don't need to pass back. Yeah, so here we pass back. He wants to be able to summon the Gangplank. I don't want to give him the chance to just summon it like that. So I think the Radiant Guardian is gonna end up coming a little bit pretty clutch for us. Assuming that we lose a unit. So he's telling us here that he has the Gangplank, right? He will still pass. If he has Gangplank, I'm willing to do for Demacia. The problem with that is that we lose to a Harpoon, right? Actually, Harpoon is now... Yeah, Harpoon is 4 mana now. So even if he has the Harpoon, it's not doing anything to us. We know he doesn't have a single combat. We know he doesn't have a single combat, because what he nabbed was the Persuader. We do this. Put it on the Gangplank. And next turn we can kill the Gangplank anytime that we want. If he attacks, I think we still go ahead and block it anyways. I guess the question is, do we actually do this on the Gangplank? I don't think we need to, right? I think we can just do it on the Persuader. Kill the Persuader, which is 1 more unit. Next turn we have 8, 9 mana. The problem is that the 9 mana is not gonna be enough. So I think we actually do need to kill this Gangplank. I like it. I like the idea. I mean, obviously, this could be a waste. So this could be a big waste. Because he can just attack with the Gangplank now. Sacrifice it, because he knows he's gonna die anyways. He decided not to. Wait, he does realize that that's gonna die, right? So we have back-to-back. We have back-to-back. Allowing us to kill that Gangplank anytime that we want. Because we need to kill the Gangplank. Do we need to kill the Gangplank, actually? I guess that's the question. Do we actually need to kill the Gangplank? I think we survived, right? Our punish here... Because we have the back-to-back, I think we survive against a Gangplank. I like the pass. Because our punish is going to be the Dreadway. If he develops, we can kill the Gangplank with the Burst Laser. That's not it. Not only that, but now this allows us to play the Jayce and get double Laser. Does he matter? Does it actually matter which one we do here? Yeah, so this allows us to get double Laser. Sorry, to do the back-to-back twice. Doing the back-to-back twice means that we don't die to the Overwhelm anymore. So we don't die to the Overwhelm. And we can just do the back-to-back and also have the Sharp Sight as a backup if we need to. That's doing 2.
I protect my own. Interesting use of tech.
Yeah, so we protect against the Overwhelm here. I guess here's the question. Get double the laser so we can kill the Crackshot Corsair. Still have Sharp Side to back up, save some stuff if we need to. He can deal 5 damage because he has the, so he can do another. We're gonna go down to 3 after the warning shot. So we go down to 3 after the warning shot. It's a little bit unfortunate.
You can almost hear those cogs turning.
So let's see. So the warning shot takes us to 3, right? He can just do the warning shot after combat. Takes us to 3. We kill the Corsair right here. He only has 4 cards in his hand. If he has like Make It Rain, that would be a little bit annoying. I think we need to keep the Sharp Side to be able to protect the Lux against a Make It Rain. He napped. He actually napped. He napped the Consider Strike, right? So now the Sharp Side is not enough. He napped. I didn't play around my own Consider Strike. I forgot that he just napped the card with the Grifter. So maybe the play was to do the burst kill on the Gangplank. But my guess is that he had a second Gangplank. He had enough mana to do a second Gangplank. So I didn't want to do that. And now Sharpside just kills us. This will get so punished by a single combat. Even if we block with Jayce, it still would have been the same thing because he has the warning shot to finish up. Nap, man. Nap. That's so tilting. Just losing to the nap like that. The one card he could have gotten. Single combat wouldn't have been enough. Right? If he napped single combat instead, it wouldn't have been enough. He has a lot of cards that he could have napped it that would have not been enough. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Ahri Kennen. This should be really difficult for us because Ahri Kennen has kind of too many ways to get through our stuff. Sharp Side is not bad. The Jayce, I don't mind it too much, but I think I actually need removal instead of the Jayce. But the Jayce can let us present like some sort of funny damage with like Challenger that he can get. And we can also probably level up the Jayce pretty quickly. Now, as you saw there, he only the single combat is good. He only threw back 1 card. Only threw back 1 card. I'm willing to pass here because I don't want to give him the Kennen. The kill on the Kennen for free. So what if we do this? What if we do this? Yeah, he's not gonna, obviously he's not gonna do anything here. We can do the Challenger next turn. Threaten to kill the Ahri. He's gonna do Homecoming. Oh wow, he's willing to do this like this. Okay. I mean, losing Jayce sucks. He doesn't have Kinku. I guess he does have the Kinku. I hate the idea of the pass because he could pass back. I like the idea of just doing the assembly line here. Because we can always block the Ahri. Right? He decides to do it like this. Is this a single combat moment? I don't think it is. I think we just summon Jayce next turn and challenge with the Jayce again. I want to be able to keep the single combat as a way to stop like the Homecoming. Right? So here we threaten the second Ahri. You got the recall. Homecoming is not enough. Especially if he targets one of his 1-drops with Homecoming. Oh, just stun. Stun. Is this where we single combat? I think it is. I like the single combat here. If he has the recall, then he can save her. But I feel like he would have done the recall instead of doing the instead of doing what he did there, right? problem with us doing that block is that now we have no way to really threaten the cannon, right? I guess we can still block with cannon, forcing to have. He already did 2 twins. Yeah, he already did 2 twins. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to threaten the cannon. Absolver is not enough, right? Because we can just sharp sight. And now he just lost the Absolver for free. Second Absolver is not enough, because I'm willing to sharp sight again. And again, we really know that he did the twins. Homecoming. He did it on the wrong one. So now we missed it, and that's a blowout. Yeah, opponent got a little bit greedy. If he actually homecoming that, he actually would have worked for him. So, GG's. So in this matchup, we're going to be going up against Lulu, Fizz, Yordle in arms. So, they can go very wide, which is a problem for us. We can try to defend that with like assembly line. I think the Lutz might be a little bit greedy. I think Lutz is really greedy. But I want to keep her. I have gotten bit before with this deck where when I don't keep my champions, I end up wanting them and never finding them after that. So here we have enough to do like the Banger Surgeon, or we can do a Shock Blast if we need to defend on turn 3. So let's see what we do here. Fortunately for us, we're going to be taking a bunch of damage here, right? Yeah, we're going to be taking a bunch of damage here. If he opens, he's hitting us for 5. If he doesn't open, we're still in a bad spot. Yeah, he ends up opening. Smart man. I like the idea of the assembly line instead of the surgeon. Just so that we can have some blockers. More blockers than the surgeon will give us. Because I think we're going to need them. We can do Jayce with Challenger to challenge the Flame Chompers. Allowing us to at least remove one of the things that can punish us next turn. Now, he doesn't have Yordle in arms triggered yet. He's only summoned... Okay, so he's summoned two different regions right now. Is there a consideration to actually go for the Yordle Captain? I don't think it is because we're very close to leveling up Jayce. I think level up Jayce is going to end up being more important than whatever damage the Yordle Captain can do. We can also try to kill a Netstone with the Bright Steel Protector instead. Okay, so he's going to try to go with the Chompers, right? So we can do this right here. We can kill the Lulu with the single combat. Yeah, there it is. Especially if he doesn't open. This gets punished by a Mystic Shot or I get excited. Because now he can kill our Jayce, right? Yeah, there it is. He still loses the Lulu, which I think is actually still very important. He gets to summon another elusive, being able to push at least 4 damage. It's going to be at least 6 damage, because he can probably get in through... So it's going to be 6 damage here. Don't necessarily fully agree with how the opponent did it. But I guess he ended up working out for them. Unfortunately for us, we only have 6 mana next turn. So it's not enough for us to do... Because is it better to do the Mage Seeker here? I think it is. The Mage Seeker gives us a little bit more blockers. We can also do the Surgeon. And if he doesn't open next turn, we can do the Shock Blast, right? We also have the Sharp Shot to protect against one of the elusives. The problem is that the Yordle Captain is actually doing a lot for him. We're going to challenge the elusive, because that's what we're scared of. If he does the Get Excited, I'm willing to do the Sharp Side here. Because I think I'm very sure he's going to have the Yordle in arms, right? The problem that we're having here is that we still die anyways. If he has the Yordle in arms, because he can pull 1. So we're taking 4. We're taking 4, and if he has the Yordle in arms, that's gonna suck for us. We can do the Shock Blast, Pokey Stick. Okay, so he decided not to open, which allows us to do this. Kill the Yordle Captain. Let's just hope he doesn't have enough units to kill us. He ends up with the Lulu. So no matter what, we're going to be taking at least 3 damage. If he has 1 more unit, then we take the full. Yeah, so we're going to be taking at least 3 damage. He does the Yordle in arms, which is not triggered, so only gives him +2/+2. So we taking the 5? Or we taking... Does being at 1 make a difference? We still die to a Mystic no matter what, right? So I don't think being at 1 makes a difference. I think we just kill the blocker. I guess the difference is that we just died to a Pokestick now, right? I think if he has a Pokestick, we're willing to live with that. We have Concerted to be able to kill his unit if he doesn't open. I mean, if he opens, we have Concerted to be able to kill his unit. I mean, if it doesn't open, we can do the Shock Blast, level up the Lux, and still have enough mana for a Concerted Strike. Yeah, I don't think... We have the Sharp Side for the Fizz. So we have the Sharp Side for the Fizz. We have the Laser for anything else that he summons. Ideally, I want to summon the Fleet Feather if I can. Ideally, I would like to summon the Fleet Feather. He's showing us that he doesn't have the burn damage, right? So right here, he's showing us he doesn't have the burn damage. Obviously, targeting the Fizz there is a mistake, right? So, don't think there's any need for us to do that. Let's just do it like this. I don't think the full Demacia does anything here. He just finally gets the Mystic. Oh no, Treasure Trash. Okay. Treasure Trash. Wow, he just needs burn. He just needs any burn and we lose. It doesn't look like he has spells, right? So he's looking for a Pokestick, Mystic Shot, get excited. Berber does it. There's so many things that he could have gotten. So the reason that I wanted to save it for Demacia is allow him to develop first, and then kill whatever he develops with the Demacia, with the laser. We have the Sharpshot for the Fizz for any time that he tries to attack with the elusive damage. So unfortunately for us, that's really annoying. Like really annoying. Because it gives him challengers plus units. Meaning that he can challenge one of our units, right? He can challenge both units, not letting us block with Sharp Side on the Fizz. And obviously doing the Concerted Strike on the Fizz is never going to happen, right? I guess it's possible he doesn't have the spells to protect the Fizz. I think I need to put him on not having them. We can create one more laser here with the Concerted Strike if we need to. He can only play 2 more cards this round. It's really like a matter of does he get the burn or not. Maybe it was right to do the for Demacia there. So the Shuffle is scary, but I don't think it's that scary. Unless he just happens to have something here that lets him Octopus. Because what we can do here is that we can Sharp Sight to block the Fizz and then Concerted the Shellfolk. Right? Yeah, so he discarded the Yordle in arms there. The funny thing is that if he gets the impact... Oh, yeah. Funny thing is that he got 2 cards from this because of the Shellfolk, right? So the Shellfolk ended up doing a lot of value for him. Yeah, I'm willing to do it to the face. This is probably a mistake, by the way, because now it means that if he has something with impact, we can't kill it. So is the... Yeah, there you go. The impact bot. Wait, we just win, right? We can just win. We just have to give it quick attack. So we do the quick attack here. Does he have the burn? Did he finally draw the burn? Did he finally draw the get excited Mystic Shot Poke Stick? Did he finally draw it? We know one of his cards is gonna be that card, yeah. We have double laser right here. Again, it's just a matter of whether he drew. So the reason that we gave the Jayce quick attack is because now he can get something like Elusive or Overwhelm. And they're getting Spell Shield. I don't think it matters. Again, we kind of just killed him. Well, he got the Fearsome. We kind of just killed him with the laser anyways. Ooh, we don't know his last 2 cards. This is so scary. He needs to develop a blocker or he loses if he doesn't have the burn. Is he just slow rolling us? I actually think he just doesn't have it. So he needs to have one more blocker. Let's go. See, I told you, going to 1 or going to 2 didn't make a difference. It was more important for us to get rid of that 3 attack attacker. Oh, that was so scary. But there you go. We pulled through though. So in this matchup, we're gonna be going up against Ahri Kennen, and it's our boy Gouda. Oh no! First of all, this is a really bad matchup, and we're up against like a super good player. So this is not looking hot for us. I like this whole hand. The important thing against Ahri Kennen is having the challengers. Obviously, the Persuade is not going to be activated, but we're going to have the Fleet Feather, we're going to have the Jayce, and we even have the Sharp Sight as a backup into whatever he might have, right? So here we can do the Fleet Feather. If he has the Kennen, it's a little bit punishing. Doesn't look like he has the Kennen on turn 1. That's huge for us. So we push 2 damage and don't get punished. Ahri will be annoying here, but I don't think she's the end of the world. Wow. So I like just doing the Persuader here now. So we can do Persuader. This puts pressure. So if he does like another, like if he does like a, I don't know. Yeah, like that. I'm okay taking this attack. Yeah, I think I'm okay taking this attack. Start putting pressure on him. We do the Jayce next turn, give it Challenger to have another unit that can use Challenger.
Nothing beats field testing.
We can do the assembly line.
I'll see all this world has to offer.
I don't think it's right? He could have double twin. If he has double twin, I get really punished. If I do Mystic Shot, he could just save this. I also get punished. Like, is this actually right to do the Sharp Sight right here? And force something out of him? I don't think it is. I don't think it is right. I'm willing to bait out the deny by doing the assembly line. So next time we're gonna open up with the deny. Sorry, with the assembly line. Because he will also let us trigger a Persuader. And he's gonna have to do deny for this, right? And if he does deny there, it makes a Mystic Shot better. Although Mystic Shot still loses to like Twin Discipline, right? Or Nullify. I think this is very deniable. I think if he has deny, he has to do the deny right here. Also, we're gonna keep the Mystic Shot. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna keep the Mystic Shot to force him to you know, like to be able to kill the droplet. I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Sure. We threaten the Ahri. He does the recall, which is annoying because obviously we can't kill her. We can summon the Lux next turn. It's a good blocker for the Fae. So the Fae Blade Twirler cannot push damage to the Lux. And we can start working on the Lux level up condition, right?
I possess the secrets of King Ku.
I'm scared of a second cannon. So a second cannon will punish the Lutz play right here.
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
So let's see if he has it. Does he have the second cannon?
Looking for a daring escape.
And he does. The problem that he's gonna have here is that we can actually kill the Ahri now. The problem that we have is that we're gonna take a bunch of damage from the Blade Twirler. Is it worth taking that damage from the Blade Twirler? I think we just block with the Persuader.
I dare you.
I think we have to sacrifice a Persuader and try to threaten the Ahri kill.
Pick on some of your own speed.
I like the idea of Mystic shotting the Dancing Droplet, by the way.
Bureaucrat.
So I like the idea of doing it like this instead of blocking with Sharp Sight. Because he cannot nullify that anymore. We still kill the Ahri. Unfortunately, obviously, that stays alive. So that's a little bit annoying. But we're going to have the laser to be able to kill her. And we also have the Bryce to protect her as well. So we can do the Bryce steal here. Pull the Blade Twirler. Attack with everything else. At any point in the game, we can use the laser. We also have Consider Strike now to be able to deal. We just kill an Ahri.
Let's get started.
I like doing it like this. Let's put pressure on him. He has 8 mana. So we can do Concerted, which levels up the Lutz and stops like a Homecoming. He could deny this, right? If we do the Concerted Strike, he could actually deny it. Or he could save the Blade Twirler. Is the Blade Twirler scary enough for us to use a Concerted on it? So, the only reason I'm considering if I need to do this during combat is to push a little bit more damage with the Lutz. And I don't think it's necessary. The problem that we have here is that if he has to deny it on Homecoming, then he's able to just bounce back the Lutz, right? But bouncing back the Lutz doesn't do it. Because bouncing back the Lutz still means that he loses. Like he still... The Blade Twirler still dies, right? Yeah. So he bounces back the Lutz. I think it's actually important to do this thermal right here. And just kill the cannon. The problem is that we don't have Shock Blast. Huge. Huge. Shock Blast is huge. I was gonna say the problem is that we don't really have another way to like level up Lutz, but Shock Blast does put a lot of good things in our hands, right? I'm okay doing the Lutz as a blocker and opening up with the Shock Blast next time. I want to take advantage of the fact that Lutz can level up. He has the second cannon. He's gonna go after... Oh, he's gonna stun. He's gonna stun the Lutz. He's gonna stun the Lutz and go after the Jay. He's gonna stun the Lutz, preventing us from having a good blocker here. Wow, he went like this instead. I think we always save... Yeah, you have to stun the Lutz. Because I have to, like... If you don't stun the Lutz and I block with the Jayce, it means that we're taking, you know, all that damage, right? Because by him stunning the Lutz means that now we're forced to take 5, 10 damage, like take all this damage here. I guess here's the question. If we go like this, and he has... If we go like this, and he has a second... he has like a recall, we lose. If he actually has... No. If he has a twin, we get punished. So we cannot block the cannon. We have to block... We have to block like this. If he has a recall, we need to be able to stay at 5. We need to block like this. Because if he has a twin discipline, he could, or even just the absorber, right? He could have killed the Jayce through the sharp side. Here, if he has a twin or an absorber, yeah, and this the twin, he still loses the tail of the dragon. Next turn, we're opening up with the shock blast on the Kennen and the Fade. And we still have thermal and sharp side to protect us if we need to. He could have recall, but he can only save. I guess he can save the cannon. He has 2 cards. Like, is he gonna have all? Is he gonna have all the answers all game long? Like, is he gonna have another homecoming or another denying? Like, just let us level up the slots for once. Ah, finally. So cannon is gone. So that's the second cannon. So remember, we do have thermal. So we could do the final spark here to kill the elusive. Make him think that we don't have another way to remove like an Ahri, and then do the thermal on the Ahri, right? Okay. I think we still have to keep the thermal for the Ahri, unfortunately. He doesn't have leveled up units, right? No, it has to be the thermal right here. I like the thermal right here. He also does 4, so now we can burst. We can burst, get a laser with the sharp side, right? So now we can burst, get laser with sharp side, and go like that. So we block his. We block the droplet, so that he cannot draw, and we still can do the laser to the face. So he's in a position where he's gonna lose. Because we can use the laser to face to do 4, forcing him to have to, whatever he does, have to block next turn. And I like doing that play because we also had this as a backup. So now Homecoming doesn't do it. He could have the stun, I guess. But we just get the Jayce because we're good gamers like that. So we get the Jayce Challenger, allowing us to challenge anything he summons. He gets to summon the Ahri. Homecoming actually kind of kills us now, right? Or a stun, because now he'd be able to attack with the Ahri. And so maybe we actually threw. Okay, wow. We actually threw there because if he had a Homecoming, he bounces back the Lux, right? He bounces back the Lux. If he has a stun, he stops the Lux. And then next turn, we don't have sharp side or any way to protect against the Ahri, right? But yeah, GG is good. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that gameplay. Again, I'm not the biggest expert with this deck. I just picked it up after our friend Dave sent it to us. So he's really the one that we want to reach out to if you have any questions. So if you have any questions about this deck and how to play this deck, just drop a comment in YouTube and I'll go ahead and shoot him a message and see what he tells us in suggestions to answer your questions. Really fun time with this deck. I think the Demacia mid-range is in a good spot right now. Obviously you have the Pantheon decks, you have the Action Silver decks, and this is kind of their way to bring another Demacia mid-range deck into the bets. It is vulnerable to people that can go really wide really quickly, or it's also vulnerable to the elusive, so the Ahri cannons and stuff. So just be careful with those matchups. Although, as you saw in this video, there are some ways that you can win it sometimes. If you like the content, please make sure to subscribe below. It really helps me a lot. Or you can also catch us at Twitch, on Twitch Sirturmund, where we try to stream about 3 to 4 times a week. So I'll see you all next time.